we've got a couple drills to work or to use if we're ever in the mood to practice putting. I know practicing is not always everyone's favorite thing to do. I will give you a little bit of advice because I agree practicing can be boring at times, especially if you're by yourself. If you are by yourself and you say, I guess I'm going to go out there and practice, put some headphones in. Listen to some music. It makes practicing way better. I guarantee you I've done it many a time. Listen to music while you play or practice. It makes it a little bit easier if you're by yourself. There are games that you can play if there's two of you guys that want to come out and dink around and practice at the same time. There's some games you can play. I'll recommend two of them. One of them is pick a couple holes. You know, if we go by Sam and then we go down by those golf balls, one person on one side, one person on the other, and you play to 11. Okay, so putt them back and forth. You use two balls. One guy's putting while the other guy's putting. You might actually only use one ball. Sorry, I think you just use one ball. Putt it back and forth, and keep track of how many you make. And as soon as someone gets halfway, 5, I like to say, when you're going to 11, you switch sides, and it's first to 11 wins. A pretty good way to practice, and you're also doing competition while you're doing it, and it's fun to try to beat your buddy. Another game, it's not as putting related, but it's kind of chipping and putting related, is a game I like to call Shithouse Lies. And basically you can do it with one or with two people, plus any but what you do is you grab a wedge, any kind of wedge, whether it's your sand wedge, your 60 degree, most of the people use 60 degrees, but you grab the balls that you're using, everyone gets one ball, and you just chuck them somewhere. And you play the ball down, furthest out plays first, and you have to pick to a hole before you start. So if it were me and you playing Shithouse Lies, we'd say, all right, we're going to go to that hole. I'm going to have both of our balls in our hand, and we'll chuck it over there somewhere. Furthest out plays first, you can't fluff it, and you play the hole out with your club the whole time. And one thing it really does is it teaches you to maneuver your club, your wedges in different ways, you know, whether you have to try to punch them, whether you try to flop them. And it also, I don't know if you guys have ever tried to putt with a wedge before. You can use your same stroke basically, but you're trying to hit a little tiny thin line instead of a flat face. It helps your putting stroke as well. If you can putt with a wedge, you can putt with a putter. So another great game to play, you know, if you're with somebody and you're looking for something to do. I want to talk about